Hi, I'm Nahi Kazaza. Let's see what our question of the day is. When are themes better than goals? So you might wonder what I'm talking about when I talk about a theme, but usually with my group clients, I have them choose a theme for the year each year. And a theme is very different from a goal. So if you set a goal, you might have heard of SMART goals: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, trackable. SMART goals are very specific. I want to get this done by this date, and these are the specific things I'm going to do to get there. If you have some very tangible things that you know how to do and you can get done, it's good to write goals. When you're working on something like personal growth, or if you're working on something that you've tried to set goals on before and you haven't achieved them, often it's better to have a theme or a mantra instead of a goal. If health is a goal, you might say, well, I want to lose 30 pounds this year or 20 pounds this year. And what ends up happening is if you don't lose that 20 pounds, it seems like everything you did was worthless. If you say, I want to work out every day, and you work out for the first 3 days, but then you skip a day and then you skip another day, you could feel like a failure. And what happens is when you feel like a failure, you tend to give up and throw the baby out with the bathwater, and you stop putting effort towards it. Now, a theme might be to move more or to make healthier food choices. Now, that is not specific. And they always teach you in a SMART goal, you want to be very specific. But a theme, what that does is that directs your choices. And so if you have a theme or a mantra, which is, I want to eat healthier this year, you can be a little bit more specific. You can say, I want to choose vegetables, at least have some vegetables at every meal. Or I want to make healthy choices at every meal. Then every time you're at a meal and you make one choice that's a little bit healthier, like you have more vegetables, or you choose turkey instead of salami as a sandwich, or you decide to try gluten-free pasta for your next meal just for the fun of it. What happens is that choosing more nutritional foods, you can turn into a game. You can make fun. And you're definitely going to screw up and you're going to have a few days where you don't eat healthy at all. But because you're making it a game and because you're making it fun, you're able to acknowledge all of your successes. What happens in your brain when you have a success, even if it's as simple as choosing turkey instead of salami, that releases dopamine in your brain. And what dopamine does is create natural motivation to do a similar thing again. So what that means is if you make a few choices that honor your health, then you'll start making more choices that honor your health, especially if you honor those choices in a positive way. Like if movement is your theme, if you do 5 minutes of dancing crazy on a rainy day that you didn't do any other exercise, you can still acknowledge yourself for taking the initiative to do that movement. And that's going to make you do it again. If you go for a run and it's only a half a mile, you might feel like, well, gosh, I didn't burn any calories. But if you acknowledge yourself for running that half mile, you're much more likely to do it again. And if you can feel excited, pretty soon that half mile turns into 3/4 of a mile, and then a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles. By the end of the year, you could be running 3 miles 3 times a week. So the reason we talk about themes instead of goals, there's definitely a place for goals, but choosing a theme is for something that is difficult for you to achieve. You've tried setting goals and you keep getting frustrated and maybe giving up, or it's for something that isn't conducive to a goal, something like personal growth. So a good example of that might be, I want to be a better listener. It's hard to set a SMART goal for becoming a better listener, but you can become more aware of when you're actually listening and when you have a conversation going through your head or someone's talking, but you're really just waiting for your turn to talk. So you might start reading some books on listening. So making listening and becoming a better listener your theme for the year or for the quarter will really help you develop in that area without the stress of having to measure things. And it can actually be really fun. And you'd be surprised at how much progress you can make when you're choosing themes or mantras as opposed to setting SMART goals. So if you would like more in-depth information, go to the website, www.coachnahi.com. In addition to all the blogs, we have free workshops that we offer. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would love to see you and talk to you more. Come to the website, sign up for the email list, and if you'd like, call me for a consultation. Would love to talk to you.